Hey, I'm Isha Gol. I am the biotechnologist and I'm here to guide and teach you biotechnology. Here's my first lecture regarding to biotechnology. In my lecture, I provided you the easiest information to understand the techniques of biotechnology. Before going to understand the technique, first of all, you have to know the basic or introductory knowledge about biotechnology. So this lecture is prepared to all about the beginning fundamentals of biotechnology. What comes to your mind when you hear the term biotechnology? Biotechnology is the use of biological systems found in organisms or the use of the living organisms themselves to make technological advances and adapt those technologies to various different fields. In another term, biotechnology is nearly as to serve for humanity. According to Biotechnology Innovation Organization, biotechnology is a technology based on biology. Biotechnology harnesses cellular and biomolecular processes to develop technologies and products that help improve our lives and the health of our planet. We have used the biological processes of microorganisms for more than 6,000 years to make useful food products such as bread and cheese and preserved dairy products. Now, what are the types and applications of biotechnology? Number 1, medical biotechnology. Number 2, agriculture biotechnology. Number 3, industrial biotechnology. The applications: Number 1, nutrient supplementation. Number 2, strength fiber. Number 3, biofuels. Number 4, healthcare. First, we discuss types one by one. Number 1, medical biotechnology. Medical biotechnology is the use of living cells and other cells materials for the purpose of bettering the health of humans. Essentially, it is used for finding cures as well as getting rid of and preventing diseases, understanding pathogens, and understanding the human cell biology. Here, the technique is used to produce pharmaceutical drugs as well as other chemicals to combat diseases. It involves the study of bacteria, plant, and animal cells to first understand the way they function at a fundamental level. Examples include vaccines and antibiotics. Second, agriculture biotechnology. Agriculture biotechnology focuses on developing genetically modified plants for the purpose of increasing crops yields or introducing new characteristics. In some of the cases, the practice involves scientists identifying a characteristic, finding the gene that causes it, and then putting that gene within another plant so that it gains that desirable characteristic, making it more durable or having it produce larger yields than it previously did. Examples include pest-resistant crops, fungus Bacillus thuringiensis genes, plant and animal breeding. The practice involves choosing the animals with the most desirable characteristics to breed with each other so that the resulting offspring would also express these traits. Desirable characteristics included larger animals, animals more resistant to disease, and more docile animals. Third is industrial biotechnology. The industrial applications of biotechnology range from the production of cellular structures to the production of biological elements for numerous uses. Examples include construction industry, include the creation of new materials in the construction industry and the manufacture of beer and wine, washing detergents and personal care products. Now we discuss applications of biotechnology one by one. Nutrient supplementation. One of the biggest uses of biotechnology is the infusion of nutrients into food in situations such as it. An example of this application is the production golden rice, where the rice is infused with beta carotene. The rice has vitamin A, which the body can easily synthesize. Number 2, strength fibers. Biotechnological techniques have been used to pick the genes found in spiders and their infusions in goat to produce the silk proteins in their milk. Number 3, biofuels. Biotechnology is allowing this to happen with advances such as using corn to produce combustible fuel for running car engines. Number 4, healthcare. Biotechnology is applied in the healthcare sector is the development of pharmaceuticals that have proven problematic to produce through other conventional means because of purity concern. Now, what are the uses of biotechnology? First, we discuss the pre-20th century uses of biotechnology, in which include fermentation to produce food, industrial fermentation, food preservation, and quarantines. First, we discuss fermentation to produce food. Final products of these techniques were wine, beer, vinegar, and bread using microorganisms, primarily yeast. Yogurt was produced by lactic acid bacteria in milk, and molds were used to produce cheese. Second, industrial fermentation. Fermentation processes are still being used today in many modern biotech organizations, often to produce enzymes used in pharmaceutical processes, environmental remediation, and other industrial processes. Third, food preservation. The process of drying, salting, and freezing food to prevent spoilage was being practiced long before anyone really understood why these steps work or even fully understood what caused food to spoil in the first place. Fourth, quarantines. The act of quarantining to prevent the spread of disease from one person to another. Now discuss modern uses. In modern uses include medicines, agriculture, forensics, bioremediation, and biological engineering. First, we discuss medicine. Gene modification or transgenesis are used to produce therapeutic human proteins in cells or whole organisms. For example, human insulin, a small protein used to treat diabetes. Antibiotics and vaccines are the product of microorganisms that are used to treat disease. Gene therapy technologies are being developed to treat diseases like cancer, Parkinson's disease, and cystic fibrosis. Xenotransplantation is the transplanting of cells, tissue, or organs from one species into another. Now, agriculture. Plants and animals can be improved by selectively breeding for particular traits or by genetic modification. Beneficial traits can be identified visually or by DNA profiling. Third one, forensics. DNA profiling is used in forensic analysis to identify DNA sample at a crime scene or to determine parentage. Fourth one is the bioremediation. Organisms or part of organisms can be used to clean up pollution in soil, water, or air. Bioremediation seeks to take advantage of this fact to devise ways of removing many types of contaminants from the environment. Fifth, biological engineering. Applications include biomedical engineering, which applies engineering techniques and technology to the development of medical equipment and other items such as artificial body parts, including implants, prosthetic limbs, and even artificial organs. Now we discuss future uses. Future uses include microbiome manipulation, biomanufacturing, or gene therapy. First, discuss microbiome manipulation. Collection of different microbial populations that live in a specific niche, such as the gut, skin surface, mouth, soil, or water, is termed as microbiome. Direct or indirect manipulation of microbiome using tailored probiotics, genome engineering, synthetic biology, or other approaches which results in improved tolerance of food and improved resistance to disease. Second, biomanufacturing. Biomanufacturing approaches utilizing bacteria where synthetic biology has been used to create artificial pathways for the synthesis of chemicals that are useful in energy, in product synthesis or production of complex biochemicals for antibiotics. Gene therapy. Gene therapy may be used for treating or even curing genetic and acquired diseases like cancer and AIDS by using normal genes to supplement or replace defective genes or to boost a normal function such as immunity. What do you know about the tools of biotechnology? We discuss one by one. Number 1, DNA sequencing. DNA is made up of 4 building blocks or bases, and DNA sequencing is the process of determining the order of those bases in a strand of DNA. Since the publication of the complete human genome in 2003, the cost of DNA sequencing has dropped dramatically, making it a simple and widespread research tool. Number 2, recombinant DNA. Recombinant DNA tools allow researchers to choose a protein they think may be important for health or industry and then remove that protein from its original context. Once removed, the protein can be studied in a species that's simple to manipulate, such as E. coli bacteria. Number 3, DNA synthesis. Synthesizing DNA has the advantage of offering total researcher control over the final product. Number 4, genome editing. To have changed with the recent discovery of a DNA editing system called CRISPR-Cas9. CRISPR is a bacterial immune system, while Cas9 is one protein component of that system, but both terms are often used to refer to the protein. It operates in cells like a DNA scissor, opening slots in a genome where scientists can insert their own sequence. Number 5, restriction enzymes. Restriction enzymes, also known as restriction endonucleases, are molecular scissors that can cut DNA at a specific location. These are part of a larger class of enzymes called nucleases. Nucleases are of two kinds. Number 1, exonucleases, enzymes that remove nucleotides from the ends of DNA. Number 2, endonucleases, enzymes that make cut at a specific position in the DNA. 6. PCR. PCR is known as the polymerase chain reaction. It is efficient because it multiplies the DNA exponentially for each of the 25 to 75 cycles. A cycle takes only a minute, and each new segment of DNA that is made can serve as a template for new ones. Thank you for watching. I hope this video is very helpful to you and I teach you in a proper way. Thank you.